Hello, friends. This is going to be episode 11 of the hearse build, and we're going to work on some of the lower graphics. And just to be fair, I did go through off camera and I corrected a couple of things on there that I didn't really like. When I did the lightning, there was a couple spots where I had like some spidering and stuff, just trying to do that fine detail, but I did fix everything up. One of the spots was in one of these back corners. I can't remember which, but there was three of them all together, and just kind of touched them up a little bit and fixed it. So for this episode, we're still using the Kaleido Colorworks, the 12-piece set. We'll be using the black K002. We'll be using the Kaleido white K001. We'll be using the Kaleido gray, and that is K010. For some of the grass stuff, we'll be using the green, and that's K006. And I may do a little bit with a couple trees in there, like some old dead trees kind of, and I wasn't sure if I was going to do them in all black or try and get some highlights on them. But I grabbed the brown, which is the K0018. I'm sorry, K018. So we got black, white, gray, green, and brown are the colors we'll use. And let's get into that. I'll get you spun around and set up on the paint booth over here. I got it all set up, ready to go. Got the seeker on there, and we're going to get into it. So, all right. So we're set up over here at the booth. Got the car already. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to spray some of that green down and just kind of get our line. Took another piece of paper, thicker paper. It's kind of like a cardstock, so it's not so flimsy. And I just cut a straight line down through it. Well, I didn't cut, I tore, so it has a rough edge to it, which would give us a softer line. And we're just going to kind of hold that along the line that we already had there and just kind of focus some of the brighter green will be in the lightning strike areas, and then we'll go back and darken it later on. I need my glasses. All right, now we'll just get the other side. Well, we'll do the back. The back, I don't think you're really, with the bumper, actually, I don't think you're really even going to see much green in there, but let's see. We'll just get in here and on the other side because we'll have the Reaper on there too. So got that and that. Now we get this side. I think I just put, I think it was 4 drops of the green in there. All right, I think that's pretty good. I'll put about 3 drops of the green in there, and we'll go with 2 drops of the black to darken it up. I'm gonna hold my finger over the tip and just pull back gently on the trigger till I start to see the bubbles, and that's mixing our paint. I don't like that part of that door. I need to darken that up a little. And I'm not hitting everything. I'm just kind of misted in and different areas, you know, just to kind of change the pattern so it's not all one color. You guys probably noticed by now I'm using both hands with the airbrush. That's tricky. I think that looks good there. Back looks pretty good. Got a little bit of overspray in some areas I didn't want it on the back, but I can fix that later. That's no big deal. Just go in with a little black and touch those areas up very lightly. And then maybe we'll do a little more, darken up the driver's side a little bit more, a couple spots. I think that looks pretty good. So that'll be our ground level. Now comes the fun part. Let me get some stencils here. I made these. I got the Reaper here, some dead trees. Let's go with dead trees. Dead trees for 100, please. Let's see. We got those. I'm just going to try and use like some of the smaller parts of the tree. I'm not going to use like the whole thing. Kind of get some stragglers out there. Let's put a little bit of brown in there. I gotta clean the gun out real quick. I'll pause you and bring you back. All right, we're back, and I got. So this is the brown, and I got a sample of it here. So I mean, it's a nice brown. But I want it a little bit darker. So I think what I'm gonna do is put maybe 2 drops of the brown in there, and maybe a drop of the black. I could even use the gray, but let's see. Maybe we'll use the gray. Just keep it a little bit lighter, maybe. So 1, 2, 3. 3 drops of brown. And we'll do 1 drop of gray. See what kind of color that gives us. And put my finger over the tip and mix it up. I can see in there it's still pretty bright. I'll go with 1 drop of black. Maybe 2 drops of black. I think that's too dark now, of course. I'll put in 2 drops of brown. I should have just went with the black to begin with. See what we got. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, our stencil. Let's try and get this tree here. It's going to be difficult. Keep flat. Not staying very steady here. Shaking all over the place. I'll cover up that moon with some tape. Trying to get all the stencil against the carve, because any part that's lifted, the pattern's going to be less. It's there. You can barely see it, but it's there. Let's see. Gotta get my glove on. I'm gonna add another drop of brown in there too. Because that tree is dark. I can't hardly see it. It's a little more transparent now. A little more noticeable. Like army colors. That didn't come out too good. Clean out the airbrush. I'll pause you, bring it back. All right, so I got a couple different stencils here. So one is going to be the one we start with, and then I got two, and then three. So we got three different, and these have a positive and a negative when you cut them out. So you keep both sides. If you guys wanted to see how to cut this stuff out with the Cricut, we could do a video on that someday too. But these ones are going to be the smallest ones, so I'm going to start with those and just kind of get those off into the background, maybe some up a little bit closer, and then we'll build it up from there. So let's get started. Find my. We're going to use the Kaleido Gray. Put about 2 drops of that in there, maybe 3. We'll put 3 drops of that in there. I'm going to turn my pressure down just a little bit. Took my needle cap off, so it's a little bit easier to clean the tip. The hardest part of this is keeping my hands straight. So shaky. All right, let's go to the other style stones we had here. Put a couple of those in. I think I'm gonna do this one side here, and then I'll do the other side off camera because this is gonna take an extremely long time. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. All right, let me pause you. I'll bring you back. All right, real quick. I did do some of the other side off camera. Um, Something kind of quick, and is the side we did together there. And then I got the Reaper here for the back. So we're just gonna kind of stick that on there real quick and highlight it or shadow it in there. This isn't gonna really like show the whole face or anything. It's just gonna be kind of in black, and then I'll go and I'll do some highlights. And I got a couple of gel pens. I've never used these to do highlights. I did buy them to do tires. We were doing white walls with them and stuff, so I got the white. But I'm gonna try and do the highlights with the gel pen and see if it'll uh, cure up in a few days, and then we can have this thing clear coated. I'll just put 2 drops of black in there because I really don't need very much at all. In fact, we're not even going to use that. All right, I'll just leave that there, and I'll show you guys a little bit with the gel pen here. We'll go with the got the black on here. See if we can crack some of these stones. Or if it's even going to write on this at all. Yeah, that's working. Let's see. I don't want to crack them all. Maybe just a couple. Let's go with this one. This one's already got that dip in it. These ones were supposed to be cracked. They say these gel pens work, but they take a really long time to dry. There we go. That looks pretty cool. Then we can kind of just use this one to do some of the highlights. These ain't writing that good on here though. Yeah, they work good on tires, but it's not working too good on here. In fact, I think my white stopped working, period. Hmm. Well, I'm gonna have to figure out something else for that. I'll meet you back at the bench and we'll take a look at this thing. All right, so back over here at the bench, and I was able to get those gel tip pens to work and be able to do some of the highlights with it. And this is what I come up with so far. I don't like the trees. Thinking about fixing it. This is the Grim Reaper. I feel like that came out pretty cool. And the other side, and the other side, I like as soon as I started, I knew I didn't like the trees, and I only put one over here. So, but that's what we come up with, and we did all that with a basic colloidal paint set, a couple other things, you know, and that new Seeker airbrush, you know. So, my opinion of it is, yeah, you can it will do a basic paint job, you know, put down you know, base coat, and you can do fine detail with it. So it's a win in my book. But I'm gonna let this thing sit. This thing's gonna have to sit for quite a while for that gel to dry. Oh, I didn't show you the hood or the roof, and that'll look a lot better once it gets in clear coat. It'll all have one tone to it, and it'll bring out a lot of the different colors that are kind of hidden in there. Still think that Reaper come out cool. But that's it for today, guys. I appreciate you guys for checking out this episode of the hearse build. Until the next one, you guys have a great day and take care.